petitions, and we'll go straight to the key organisational performance results. So Peter Ryan, is Pete here? Great, come on up, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, happy to report that these results, a quick overview, these results are very steady and consistent with the last 3 to 4 months. There's actually fairly little variation. I'm only going to talk in an overview sense because you've actually heard most of this before. Levels of service are very consistent at just over the target, about 86%, and the factors there are ones that you know about: transport and 3 waters, a little bit of consenting volumes in there, but nonetheless, in a difficult year, we're still achieving what we set out to do with our services. Capital projects, key projects being delivered to target. A little bit less with the non-key projects. There are factors there that you know about around supply chains, labour, skill shortages. All of these are underpinned by the more detailed finance and capital project reports to come. At an overview, capital planning, we have achieved our goals around the next few years, but when you get out to 25, 26, we're a little bit shorter there, but that was always going to be a stretch. That's a long way out. 77% is still pretty good in the context of 3 years out. Operational budgets, there's a small surplus there, which Russell will talk to in a moment. And of course, we're not quite delivering the capital program to budget because of those non-key projects. That's likely to remain, those numbers that you're seeing there are likely to remain consistent, I'd say, through to the end of the year now. So that's a very quick overview. Rather than labour the point, because you've seen a lot of these before, I'm happy to field questions at this point.
Thank you, Peter, for that. And it's always good to set the scene before we move through to the finance and capital. Yep. Does anyone have any questions at a high level on this one for Peter? Oh, Yanni?
Probably the, just on page 24, just concern over the building regulation, that the planned additional resource has been put on hold due to potential financial constraints. This is the audit building warranted fitness to ensure public safety and confidence. I'm just mindful of what's happened up in Wellington and what has come out around their council not doing what they should have been doing. So the remedial actions got resolve the financial constraints and proceed with providing additional resources required. So can I just be really clear? We will get back on track with the audit targets, and we have provided additional resource, and that is now no longer being put on hold because of financial constraints. Look, I don't have the deep detail of it, but the signal there from the head of is that they're working with their finance people to achieve that. I can't undertake on their behalf that they're going to be successful or when they're going to be successful, okay, but I can come back to you with what their position is. Can I get some advice for the draft annual plan? Because I mean, we should all be really mindful of what's happened up in Wellington.
Yeah, so I think
it's to mitigate the risk of that happening here, it is important.
No, you've definitely made the point, Yanni, and I think, we had some information circulated last week on it, and I don't think Mary's in the room. Oh, she was here. But a lot of it is cost recovery, so it's not so much an internal financial result because we charge them for the warrants of fitness and that. It's actually staffing issues. But yeah, is that okay, Peter, to take away and circulate some advice? Yeah, perfect. Any other questions on this one? No, that's a good question too, Yanni. Thanks for raising it. Okay, so Yanni, you're happy to move this? Great. And Mel's happy to second it. Any discussion? All in favour? Against? That's carried. Thank you very much. Thanks, Peter.